If you're looking to be attractive towards women, I'm going to tell you the top three traits that women find attractive in men. And the first one that you want to have as a man is ambition. Now, what does this look like? Well, it's just simply finding a purpose, selecting things that you are passionate about, making sure that you are growing in a thriving career. And again, it's not going to be perfect. So I don't want to say like get everything in order right away. She notices that you are trying, that you're actually going places, and you are actually prioritizing your growth, that you're setting goals and you're actually accomplishing things on a day to day and month to month basis. And when you're a guy who is looking to get better, whether it's physical, spiritual, financially, emotional, a woman's going to find that attractive because it's someone she can trust in. She can feel safe and secure with you. Remember, as a man, you want to put your best foot forward and think of it like a sales presentation, right? If you can sell yourself in a way where she finds you attractive, then that's a good thing. So that's why you want to have ambitions because you're like, hey, like this is what I have to provide and this is what I can bring to the table. And if you don't have anything that you can bring to the table and you can't sell anything that's valuable, she's going to look for another guy. So as you're pursuing your ambitions and you're getting better, it becomes natural for you to share that with her. And she's noticing that you're growing, that you're actually pursuing this stuff and being consistent, and that will help you with your attraction. The second thing I want to talk about is that you're striving to get your house in order. You see, in today's society, we hear a lot about how women want men who make six figures. They need to make all this money. And that's great. I'm all for men being providers. But at the same time, if you're a guy who is trying to get their house in order, who's actually really working hard, whether you're making 40,000 a year, 50,000, if you're actually getting better each year with your finances, that's a W. If you're paying off your debt, that's a W. If you're in better shape than you were last year, that's a W. So don't compare yourself to all these six-figure guys or guys who are making 500,000 or $1 million a year. Don't get caught up in the world. Focus on just getting better. And if you're trying each day, and let's just say you got your own place, that you're actually working on your career and you got a lot of responsibilities and you're independent as a guy, man, you are way ahead in life. I tell you that right now. Because if a woman comes to a guy like you're going to recognize right away, okay, listen, I might not have it all together, but I am actually moving in the right direction here. And if you're actually trying and she doesn't see the value, she's missing out. You see, when I was on my own, when I moved down here to Florida, it really grew me up in a lot of ways. And, being independent, trying to, find my own path and figure things out. And obviously, my faith in God does help a lot with that. And whether you're a Christian or not, all I'm trying to say is that being independent as a man, living on your own, paying your own bills, it grows you up and you want to get better. You want to improve. So if you're, again, working on those things and improving on it, because I don't want to create this idea of, oh, you got to be this super macho man, Mr. Masculine. No, you can have that energy and you might not be the richest guy in the world, but if you're reading books, if you're working on your personal development, you're growing. Maybe you don't have the six-figure income right now, but if you're striving to get there, you'll be there eventually. Because I noticed in this culture that some women have these crazy expectations that, well, when I'm first married, that my man needs to have it all together financially. Well, here's a reality check. That's not always the case. And there's actually some good guys out there who are actually making strides and getting better and growing in their careers. Maybe not at the pace you want, but again, they're getting better. So don't be discouraged, guys, if you are, moving on a slow pace. As long as you're putting the effort, it's all that matters. And I guarantee you, someone out there will find you attractive. And the last thing that a woman will find attractive is that you're not always a yes man. You see, if you're speaking your thoughts, sharing what's on your mind, and not caring that she might say no or disagree, that's attractive because she's going to recognize this guy thinks for himself, that he's not always going to agree with me. He's not going to do everything I want him to do because he has his own life, he's got his own independence, and he is focused on improving. And when you have that type of energy where you're not always saying yes to every single thing she's asking, or you're always at her becking order, that's a good thing because you shouldn't have to feel like, oh, if I say no to what she wants from me, then she's just going to push away and say I'm not a good guy. It's not the case because you have a life. And, if she's asking you, hey, to pick me up at 8 a.m., but you got to be at work at 9, don't do that unless you can, right? If you can go out your way. But if you can't, that's all right too. Don't be afraid of saying no because yes men are seen as nice guys. As long as you are having a healthy balance, you can say yes to some things and you can also say no in a respectful way. That's going to keep you attractive to her. And also, you're going to protect yourself because you're not going to be in this desperation mode. You're not going to feel anxious or thinking that, well, if I don't say yes, then we're going to break up. It's not good energy. Hope you guys enjoyed this video today. Make sure you go check out my other video where I talk about the 2 most common mistakes men make during a breakup. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Love to hear your thoughts on how you keep women attractive, and I'll see you in the next one.